first member of the naval fleet was christened today in Gary, Indiana. It's a submarine. ABC 7's Harry Porterfield tells us you won't find this one in the open seas.
What could very well be one of the most unusual christening ceremonies in Navy history. A research submarine simulator for young people, the only one of its kind anywhere, officially joined the fleet of other simulators.
Steady course. 330.
15 by 13 feet and 6 feet high, the unit accommodates a crew of as many as 18. Through computers and Navy maps, they can scan the ocean floor, navigate through narrow canyons while diving and submerging. Installed at Gary's Chase Alternative School for students with problems in regular class, the simulator is producing success stories.
I have seen a change in behavior and attitude and educational focus in these students just in the time that they've been working through the project. I watched them become completely oblivious to work going on in the room around them as they attended to the task given them.
During the graduation ceremony, the first team of students to successfully master the simulator were given their graduation caps.
Landing forward.
Retired Chief Warrant Officer Fred Huddleston got the idea for the simulator and built the first mock-up in his garage.
Sometimes I think God just had me picked out and says, okay, I want this guy to bring this technology to kids.
How'd you go about putting it all together?
My wife let me. I told her everybody's got a submarine in their garage, see?
The simulator was installed by the Naval Reservists from the Naval Reserve Center in Gary as a math and science learning program. In Gary, Harry Porterfield, ABC 7 News.
We have not had much success in traditional classrooms. This all began as a dream. It blossomed into reality thanks to a lot of hard work. ABC 7's Harry Porterfield thinks that those behind it are some people you should know.
7-degree down bubble. 7.2 coming to 7.0.
These kids can claim a skill many of their peers, if any, cannot. They have learned to operate a submarine, SSN 860, a simulator set up at Gary's Chase Alternative School for students who have not succeeded elsewhere in the classroom. Captain responsibilities fall to Earl Evans.
If anything goes wrong with the equipment or something, then ask me what went wrong.
And you've got to be able to tell them, right?
Yes.
Can you?
Yeah, sometimes.
Natasha Thompson trains as a navigator.
Basically, I have to mark down where the ship is turning. I do that by looking at a computer, and it marks down the Y yards and X yards, and I chart them on the chart.
The problems the students must solve take them all over the world. One of the challenges is to locate a submarine, which actually sank off the Aleutian Islands. Chief Warrant Officer retired, now inland steel engineer, Fred Huddleston, conceived of the simulator for kids to teach math and science. Working as a volunteer, he built the first mock-up in his garage.
The kids really get excited about, making mistakes and correcting it and bringing us back on course and taking us down to depth. I guess once you see it, then you can see that they really get so involved in applying it. They don't know they're learning math and science.
Friday in a ceremony, the simulator was christened and commissioned by the Navy as the first submarine class graduated.
This is for kids, and I guess it's an act of love. I mean, that's what life, it's funny. That's all life is really all about is love.
Fred Huddleston and the crew of the SSN 860, some submariners you should know. Diane, Alan?
What a great program.
It is a good program.
Wow.
And they're like, we're graduating already?
That's
What a
right.
mistake.
Yeah, well, that's terrific, Harry. Thank you.
Relative 335 true. Very well. Submerge the ship. Dive, dive. Driving up to make my depth 200 feet, 7 degrees down bubble.
200 feet, 70 degrees down bubble I.
All ahead 1/3. All ahead 1/3 I. Very well. Steady course 180. Steady course 180 I. Very well.
Deep of the watch, pump. Forward trim to after trim, 500 pounds. Pump, forward trim to after trim, 500 pounds I. Very well.
Submarine 003. Can you identify the contact? It's a biologic crab eater seal.
NavOps Deep Submergence is an educational platform for children. In order to give teachers an educational tool in providing real-world experience in the hands-on application of math, science, communication, and team building, Naval reservists designed the control room of a research submarine simulator and the software for its 10 networked computers. In this learning environment, 12 students assume full responsibility for submarine operations, open ocean navigation, data analysis, and mission accomplishment. Teachers step into the background, into the role of facilitators. Putting this platform into the classroom allows the students to experience and apply science and math concepts in actual applications. Here, abstract ideas such as angles, degrees, pounds, density, distance, and time are turned into real problem-solving situations. Instead of taking an exam, as in the regular classroom, students execute a mission in which the crew will chart the birth of a new underwater volcano off the coast of Hawaii, or track the migration of gray whales in the northern Pacific, or perform a search and rescue operation on another downed submarine in the Aleutian Islands, or explore beneath the Arctic ice canopy, the home of the mythical Atlantis, or is it a myth? Prior to the mission, students attend sub-school, where traditional school concepts are put to work in adjusting the density and balance of the submarine in this three-dimensional fluid called the ocean. The students learn to take navigational fixes, to time sound waves above and below the surface of the water, and to read and analyze instruments of time, distance, voltage, and depth. They also learn to read, write, and communicate messages which affect them and their shipmates. When finished, and all of their qualifications are complete, the students are evaluated. If the skill level is there, they earn their dolphins, the coveted symbol of submarine qualification.
In this world of instrumentation and numbers, there are no right or wrong answers, but only judgment calls based on data from your shipmates. In completing their mission successfully, students must not only practice collaborative problem solving, but must master the social skills of accurate communication and working together as a team. Teachers, too, must go through the qualification process. It will not be uncommon for a teacher to be tested by a qualified fifth grade student and request his signature on her qualification card for passing certain skill and knowledge exams. That's empowerment. The teachers operate the instructor console, where he or she controls the complexity of the problem-solving mission by injecting casualties into the scenario, sending and receiving radio traffic, and adjusting the movement of the biologic and ship contacts on sonar, radar, and periscope. In the summer of 1997, Naval reservists will dismantle the prototype submarine simulator and install it in Gary, Indiana's Chase Alternative School. There, Gary teachers and Purdue University Calumet Elementary Science Support Center curriculum developers will attend submarine school taught by the reservists from the Naval and Marine Corps Reserve Center at Gary. In the fall, staff from the Elementary Science Support Center, together with the submarine-trained teachers, will develop the elementary school curriculum for NavOps Deep Submergence. The pilot program will begin in January 1998, when the first full classes of Gary middle and elementary students will begin to explore the world through the eyes of NavOps Deep Submergence. Naval reservists will provide mentoring for the students.
After the maiden voyages are completed, the reservists hope to see their program reach all fifth grade students during the 1998-99 school year and eventually be distributed by the Chief of Naval Education and Training and the Naval Reserves throughout the United States as an outreach program for America's youth.